guys, your girl Sheenique B here, and I'm back with another video. Okay, so I'm gonna be eating while doing this because gotta feed this baby. I wanted to address a topic here. So this video is gonna be about how to deal with toxic ass baby fathers who just try to keep that drama in their life. Like, no. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not gonna be those who I look at somebody's experience and I'm like, look at someone telling the story and I understand how it is to be like that or in that position. No, I'm actually in that position. So the way I handle and deal with mine was basically me and my son's father went out together. We were on and off for like 3-4 years and it was an abusive relationship. And so I finally, there was just a last straw when it got so abusive that I had to just kick him out, which left me struggling financially. So basically, he was still trying to get back into my life. And I tried a few times with him, but it just wasn't working. I just felt like it was over and it was done with. And I just be repeating a cycle that would have never ended. Like I had a choice between being stuck in this situation, living a life where I'm just stuck, stagnant, miserable, or branching off and jumping into something new. And you know, it's scary, you're gonna struggle a little bit, but then you get to the finish line and it's so much better. So I chose that life. I chose not to stick with this person because obviously there were so many factors as to why it wasn't fucking working. And you know, we all want that white, well, my makeup on my turtleneck, oh well. We all want that, you know, white picket fence, blah, 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 blah. You know, we all been there, I've been there. But then after a while, you just get tired of that fucking dream. And you realize that, like, you can't really have a white picket fence because not everyone's perfect. It's more about if you two can survive the little tribulations that happen in a relationship. Both of us were not on the same page. He's looking for someone to depend on so that he doesn't have to be with his family and be controlled. And I'm looking for something that's long term. We were not matching. Period, point blank. He was also looking for someone who he can control. So basically, you want to be in a relationship but you want to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do in a relationship when you have a kid. No, that's not how it works. You can do certain things, but there's certain priorities that you need to stick to. And once you don't stick to them, it's done for me. Why it took me 3-4 years, I was young, in love, and had a kid on top of that. Those all are 3 different mixed emotions, 3 different big things that happen in your life, plus having a first long-term relationship. It's crazy. But having my son made me realize that at the end of the day, if you can't love me like my son loves me, then we do not belong together at all. Period, point blank. As much as my son does drive me crazy because he wants to see his father, he loves his father. I don't know why, but he loves his father. I don't talk bad about his father to him. My baby father has done it to my son and talked bad about me to him on multiple occasions, and it's fine. Keep it up, because when he gets older, he's gonna see who's really there for him. And yeah, so he had to move back with his family. He was stalking me on Instagram. He was stalking me. Now he's trying to stalk me on my TikTok. Either way, I still don't give a fuck. Stalk me. I don't know what you're getting out of that. You can try and bring things up that I say in my TikTok videos. I still don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, you're still living with your parents. You're still a weak-ass nigga. You're still complaining to me when I drop my son off to you because you missed the weekend because you chose to go out of the city and you missed the weekend which left him with me for double weekends, and you missed the weekend and it's only fair to balance that shit out. He's back in your house. You're gonna watch him for the weekend. Period, point blank. I don't care. Cuss all you want. Get mad that he's there because you don't have the freedom to do whatever you gotta do. You had a whole 4 or 5 years, my kid's 5 now, to clean up your act, to get to finally actually be a father. No one's waiting on you no more. No one has time for that. You're still a kid. You're reaching your 30s soon. Get your shit together. at that time, for me as a nigga, I would have literally put myself together and be like, shit, I don't know, me and her are not together, whatever. Let me swallow that fucking bullet and get my life together. But no, you're still doing drama, you're still immature, and you're still gonna be in that same cycle. And one thing I always warn people is like, you can say and do the same abusive shit all you want, but just know that when karma is finally ready for you, be ready because it's gonna hit you hard. And he already started getting his, but he keeps going and going and going. And he can keep going and going and going. But when that karma hits, it's gonna hit bad because he's done a lot of shit. So why I'm patient is because I know there's gonna be a day for me where I'm not worried about that. And that day's coming very, 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 very soon. Where I don't have to deal with that shit anymore. You can still be crying. I still don't deal with it. I still laugh at it. I still make fun of it. I don't even retaliate at this point. Say whatever you gotta say. You're being blocked. You're mad because they got pregnant for somebody else. So you're being blocked. At least this person that I got pregnant for, he knows already what the fuck it is. If he fucks up, he already knows what's gonna happen to him. Simple as that. I make it clear. I don't play no games, and I don't care for the long talking. There's no relationship, and there's not going to be a relationship. So, yeah, he's supporting this baby. That's it. Checks up on me, make sure me and baby are good. That's all. That's all you need to do as a father. If you simply know that there's no relationship between you and your child's mother or child to be, mother to be, whatever, the least you can fucking do is support your kid. Because it's not about you and the guy anymore. It's about your kid now. And what my son's father does not understand, it's about Javion, my son. But he's trying to make it about him. And I don't give a fuck. It's not about you. I don't care about your feelings. When my son's here crying because he misses daddy, when he's crying at the school bus when he misses daddy, when he's throwing tantrums because he misses daddy and wants to see daddy more, that's not my problem. That's a you problem. That tells me that you don't even do shit with him. That tells me that you're the one who's pushing it to keep yourself away from your child. I went through the whole calling thing. You need to take JV on today, and it wasn't working. So I started dropping him there on my own, and I don't care. And his family takes him because that obviously my son is their own family. Anytime that they do say no and they try to say they're not taking him anymore, it's obviously there's going to be consequences for their actions as well. So you have to put your foot down. You don't need to engage in the drama. When these guys want to live that lifestyle about, oh my God, my baby mama this, my baby mama that, blah, 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 blah. You don't need to engage in that lifestyle. If you want to engage in that lifestyle, that's up to you. That's fine. I call it that hood lifestyle, that dumb shit, whatever the fuck. And I grew up in the hood, so I know what the fuck it's like. I just will not live that lifestyle because I'm not into that. But you can easily, it's really that simple. Take them to court, get your money. Some girls can't because their baby father's nowhere to be fucking found. Cool, I don't know. I've never been in that situation. I don't know how to deal with that. But for me, if you have your child's father in your child's life, you deal with it and you handle it and get your money for your kid. Boss up, get your kid in activities, work, stack up your money, and start over. Simple as that. When you're ready to date, then you date. And it doesn't matter if you have a kid for another person. It happens. It's life. Sometimes that baby's put into your life for a reason. And yeah, it happens. Doesn't mean that you're going around sleeping with everybody and getting pregnant. No. No one sits there and says, I'm going to get fucking pregnant. Because when you try, you don't get pregnant sometimes. It just happens like that. It happens when God puts a baby in your life for a fucking reason. Whether you're with that person or you're not with that person. Sometimes I personally believe I'm a lot of people's karma because I meet people and I see this shit. I see their shit ass personality, and something happens where they do something to me, and then we don't talk, and then something happens after that where they now get the karma, and I'm the person who has to give it to them. Spiritually, that's just me. I feel like that's part of my purpose in this life, as a tarot reader, as a spiritual person, blah blah blah. So yeah. moving forward. So my sunflower likes to cuss and text and say all this dumb shit and be like, I'm embarrassing, da da da. You are embarrassing. You are the definition of embarrassment because you're steady here arguing with me because I dropped our son at your house because it's your weekend because you missed the weekend. But I'm embarrassing? Now, that would have made sense if I was the one keeping my kid from his father. But I don't do that. Never have, never will. So, yeah. How I dealt with that was we're in court again because he lied about his income and he's not trying to give his notice of assessment because he's a liar and he's making more than he's actually making. Whether or not that shit's gonna still work in my favor because at the end of the day, what the fuck are you proving? You can't even prove the fact that you're making less than what you said you're making, which is a lie, because you're not. You're making more than what the fuck you're making than you were making in the last 2 years. So, yeah. On top of that, he tried to tell me when I first brought this court shit up and I already got it filed, he was trying to say, oh, okay, I'm done with the petty shit. No, you're not done with the petty shit, because you still rolled back and still kept doing the petty shit after that. You're not done with the petty shit. You thought you were done. Because you thought that, oh, saying that you were done was going to make me stop doing it. No, honey, it doesn't. I don't fall for that shit no more. When I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe. But no, not anymore. I'm not 26 years old. So, yeah, that got handled. It's still in position or whatever. And you could keep, your before I could diss you, whatever the fuck. That's why there is a thing called block, and you block them, and until they bring back your kid, continue to live your life, enjoy your weekend, blah blah blah. All that negativity is your own frustration because at the end of the day, they know they suck, and you're the one who's in power. Don't give no man who is a child give power over you or responsibility over you, looking for a break or just taking care of the kid, right? So make sure you handle that shit. I handle that. I like I say on my TikTok, like I say on every social media platform, I don't feel sorry for certain people because you sit there and you let somebody continue and continue and continue and continue, and you have the power and options in front of you to fix that problem, and you're just choosing not to do it because there's love. If he really loved you, would he be treating you like that? Would he be letting you have all the responsibility with your kid? No. So you have to handle that shit, and I handled it. I don't feel sorry for nobody. I don't feel sorry for no man. I don't feel sorry for no girl. I don't feel sorry for nobody. That whole stage of feeling sorry for myself, oh my god, no, but what if he loves me? Oh my god, no, my kid. I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, that money's going towards to support my kid to get him in activities. That's going for his clothes. That's going for his shoes. That's going to put food in the fridge so that he can eat. Food for his lunch. Food for school. Saving up. That is what it's for. Handle your shit as a mom, as a female. Handle it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't feel bad because they're not feeling bad for you when they're going out and doing whatever. They're not feeling bad for you. So you need to start putting that work in for you and your child. You gotta think about your kid first. You gotta think about yourself first, no matter what. And make it clear. If you got pregnant for somebody else, make it clear to that guy, this is what it is. This is what I expect from you. If you don't do A, B, and C, I'm not chasing you. It's either this option that's gonna happen or this option. Whether you take them to court or that's it. Well, the only option would be taking them to court, but you give them the ground rules of what it's gonna be like. That for certain things with this son, I'm willing to compromise, like names. I'm willing to compromise. Your child will not be getting your last name though, but I'm willing to compromise on first names. Second, any type of disrespect, any type of manipulation, any type of friend who tries to disturb me, anything like that, any family, court. I'm very strict with that shit. I don't have time to do the back and forth. I don't have time to do all of that energy. It's a waste of time. Straight to court. And those are the words that I set down and it's understood, and if it does get crossed, there's no, oh my god, 3 strikes. No, it's on the first strike. So yeah, that's my thing on handling baby mama father drama. Like, I just don't deal with it. I don't have the energy. I don't let it get into my psyche. It's not worth it. So honestly, handle your shit. Don't feel sorry for nobody. I stopped feeling sorry. When a man doesn't have access to you, it's the best feeling in the fucking world. It really is. It really is the best feeling in the fucking world. I'm gonna take a bite of this. This is I don't know, every time I try to make YouTube video, I feel like I'm out of breath. I don't know if it's just because I'm pregnant. And also sometimes I feel like I'm yelling, but I'm probably not yelling. Oh my god. I need to warm this up in the microwave again because it's cold. But yeah. Don't waste your time. I wasted way too much time. I made wrong decisions. Never move in with a nigga or anybody who cannot provide stability for their own self. Because you will get into deep shit. And you don't want that. That was my biggest lesson. Don't let nobody convince you that they're stable, because they're not. And you know they're not by the way they act with their actions. You don't have to see their pockets. You don't have to see how much savings they have. You'll know by just their actions on daily life things, how, if they're stable or not. That's it. Telling you, the biggest lesson I've ever learned in my life. I'm gonna warm this up, so I'll be back. Woo! So anyways, yeah. I've seen a lot of women who came on to talk or whatever saying how their ex stalked them. See, when you see that energy, before you don't even have a kid with them, those are the signs that you need to pick up and you need to use. Because if you sat down and have a kid with somebody like that, it's just going to be 10 times worse. My son's father stalks me with his brother, little brother, and friend on my IG, and now it's my TikTok. Honey, stalk me all they want, because once I find that burner account, I will completely go off on you. That's all it is. That's all it will be. You can keep it out. Because at the end of the day, you're just now beginning to be entertainment for me and my followers. The more I talk about it, the more funny it is, because it just proves my point as your priorities are not straight. You stay focused on watching somebody you're not with. You stay focused on telling your family that she's pregnant for somebody else. What the fuck is your family gonna even care about that shit? What the fuck are they really gonna tell me and do? They can't tell me shit. What the fuck are they gonna tell me? They're not my family. They're my son's family, but they're not my family. I'll have a certain amount of respect for them, but if they ever disrespect me, they will get that mouth. So I just don't have the energy and the time for that nonsense. It's like, continue. You're proving my point over and over and over. You have to, these narcissistic people, you have to really like deal with them in a certain way where it's like, you don't really care anymore. Talk your shit. Stalk my social media. I'm still living my fucking life. I'm still enjoying my life. I'm still taking my kid out. I'm still doing things with my kid. I'm going to be fucking tired some days. Some days I want to rip out my hair out, because that's what happens when you're a mom. But that's part of being a parent. There's not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. You're going to be tired. You're going to be exhausted. On top of that, you're trying to get certain shit together. So parenting is like a very up and down shit with me and in life and with everybody. Don't be fooled by what you see on social media and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about like that segment of having and dealing with baby mama father dramas. Like, I've heard so many stories from other people, and it's like, you have the patience and love, but I don't. After a certain time, You can't be really sitting there and just being like arguing with somebody where not really there's no solution. They're not even trying to find a solution. They just want to piss you off. They just want to hurt you. So the most you can do is not fucking respond to that shit. Don't. So I just choose not to respond. Just live my life. I'm enjoying my show. I went out for bubble tea. I walked my dog. I slept in. I had 2 dreams. And I'm trying to stop myself from sleeping right now. Even though I know it's probably a download coming in. I need to make my coffee because I was exhausted. I need to put this MacBook out. This video out. Anyways. But yeah, so because my MacBook charger burnt out, and I actually need to replace my MacBook battery because that is already it's already dying. So I need to replace that. So yeah. Yeah, so I got a new charger because the charger, my dog chewed it up. Dog also chewed up my Apple earphones, so I had to get another one. But yeah, just enjoy your life. Handle your shit. Handle your business. Don't waste no fucking time on no nigga, nobody. Do what's best for you and your kid. That's where you have to look at. You and your kid. That's it. When you meet somebody who's actually a fucking man, woman, however, whatever the fuck you guys are into, who has their priorities straight, and they have their goals, and they're actually going after their goals, that is the people that you set yourself up for. That is what you focus on, but that's when you're fucking ready. If your shit's not settled, you can have your little sleep with your friend, whatever. But until your shit's settled with you and your kid, I just advise don't get into a relationship. Because it's going to be even more messy. So yeah, I think that's the end of that. Be smart, ladies. Please, be smart. So, I think another thing that, I got a question is, why did you keep a baby knowing that you're not with the father or whatever? Honestly, I didn't keep this baby for the guy. I kept this baby for me. Because at the end of the day, I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about my health, my choices, what the fuck I would deal with if I went and had an abortion. Knowing that that's not something that I agree with for myself. I don't judge anybody else who has done it for anybody else, but for myself, I just know that personally, mentally, I wouldn't be able to handle that shit. And I think that this baby came into my life for a purpose, and I have no regrets about keeping my kid at all. The pregnancy is annoying, but I have no regrets of keeping my son at all. And no, I have no feelings for the father. I don't care about the father. It's strictly co-parenting. I don't care. There's certain boundaries he cannot cross with me. If he does, he already knows what the fuck is up. I really don't care. But that's why I kept the baby. There's no extra explanation. That's just my reasoning. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks. Don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm the one raising this kid, not you. So, yeah. And that's it. That's all it is. But yeah, there's some new exciting things that are coming up, and I'm so happy. I'm going to be doing my maternity shoot with my son here, and then I just got him this top. It says Big Brother, and then I have a onesie for my baby. It says Little Brother, but he won't be able to wear it till he comes out. I haven't really done baby shopping. I feel like I'm rushing it, but I know I don't need to rush because there's time, so I need to relax, and now I'm finally gonna relax. I always feel like I need to rush and get a bunch of these baby things. He already has some good things already. So yeah, now I'm just ready to get more things, like later down the line, like clothes, some shoes, socks, whatever the fuck. More pacifiers. I have my favorite bottle already. This man bottle I've been seeing a lot. I'm gonna try it. I have one already. But he has the event bottles, which is the big ones. I think it goes up to like 8 ounce. So yeah, but I need to get the smaller ones. And I also want to get the Mom Cozy breast pump. I'm going to try and breastfeed, but not for my boo, just from bottles. And I'm still going to do formula because I am a formula person. So yeah, those are the exciting things that are coming up this month, this week. not this week, but for the rest of January, I'm excited to do this shoot. I didn't want to, but I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this pregnancy because there's so much amazing love and exciting thing about creating a life. Even though your situation's not the best, you make sure you enjoy it to the fullest. That is just me. So yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for my next one. But yeah, I just wanted to come out here and say that and just deal with it and like, you know, just honestly follow my socials, talk to me on there. But yeah, conquer your shit. Go after your shit. Don't feel sorry for nobody. Do what you need to do. Handle your shit. Put yourself first. Put your kid first. That's it. It's all love. It's all peace. It's all that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.